to this week's edition of Legal Latte. This week we're going to talk about what your spending says about what matters most to you. And this is a concept that came to life for me probably a couple years ago, which is crazy to me, but that it didn't happen sooner. But I think about this a lot, and I have kind of translated this into my business as well. So when it comes to personal, I think it's a little bit easier to relate to, but we can also transition into business. So your personal money choices. So personally, I do not care about having a Louis Vuitton bag. It's just not my thing. I like to have a nice bag, but you know, Coach is good enough for me, right? But ask me about my horse showing wardrobe, that's a whole different story. Every year I invest in current stylish show clothes, and those outfits, they easily have the same price tag as a designer handbag. But to me, those horse showing clothes represent something that I deeply value. And that is confidence in the show ring. I want to show up very polished, and I am competing at a high level. So that's worth it to me. But that's a situation where I am definitely using every dollar and where I spend it as a vote to what matters to me. And I'm sure you're doing the same thing if you think about it. So for me, it's not about being frugal or flashy. Like, you know, I don't pride myself on not having the Louis Vuitton bags. It's about being very intentional about where my money goes. And we do this naturally in our personal lives. You'll find a ton of places to do this if you start really thinking of it this way. But we forget to apply the same logic to our business decisions. So think about it from this side of the fence, the business side, and how your spending moves the needle for you. So are you investing in tools or people that actually free up your time or help you grow? So who are you? Where are you investing your money? Are those things helping you to get to where you want to be as a business owner? Maybe you're hoarding cash while you're running yourself ragged. So you can say, I didn't spend any money, or I don't spend money on that. It's kind of like wearing that as a badge of honor, which seems kind of silly if you think about it that way. And then on the flip side, we do have a tendency to maybe say yes to every shiny tool, every consultant, every ad campaign, without asking real questions like, does this align with what I value and where I want this firm to go? So we can be on either side of the fence there with our businesses. So ask yourself a few questions. What in my business is truly worth the investment? Because it is going to move me toward my goals. For me, the handbag is not doing it. The horse showing clothes are doing it. Think about how you spend your money that makes you feel empowered, clear, or confident. So what ways do you spend money that makes you feel good? And I like to kind of frame that as, if I have an opportunity, maybe we had some extra cash or something like that, I like to think about it from the lens of what is going to serve me best with this money, right? So how am I going to feel the best after I write that check? And then think about what expenses are noise, or worse than that, even habits that are based on what you think you should be doing. So give yourself permission to spend where it aligns, absolutely 100%. Cut out what doesn't, because I think we can get into that rut as well. And then just stop judging other people's budgets or what other people spend their money on, and honor what your own priorities are. So in life and business, when you get clear on what really matters, the money choices become much, much easier. And I've even gone as far as setting a priority list. So I have set 3 things that basically I'm going to spend whatever money is needed on these 3 things because they're a priority in my life right now. If it doesn't fit into there, I'm either not going to do it, or I'm going to really think super hard about it. So if you don't care what Louis Vuitton bag or a $4,000 show coat, I care that your money is aligned with your values. So I don't care what it is that you want, but it needs to align with your values. And the business, that your business isn't just growing, it's doing it on your terms, right? We are the business owners. We need to grow on our own terms. So your latte challenge this week is to take inventory of what you're spending in your firm Ask yourself this question about each of the expenses. Is this helping me build the business that I want? Or am I just spending out of habit, maybe guilt, or maybe pressure? So think about why you're spending that money. You are the CEO and you need to be spending like it. Have a great week.